Now, as I say all this, I'm very excited coming into the show today.
This is fucking wild.
I talked to you about songs that we're picking out, and you tell me our Fez isn't doing good today. You've had a really rough morning, Fez?
Had a very rough morning, had a rough night.
What happened?
Last night I was locked out of my apartment for probably half hour, 40 minutes. And then...
why were you locked out?
They changed the locks. And so I had to wait and wait and wait for someone to let me in. Then I got a face job this morning from my super.
Yell at you?
Screaming at me.
For what?
Where's the paper that everybody got saying that the locks were being changed, and this place I have to go to downtown to pick up new keys to my apartment?
Well, why would he yell at you for that?
Yeah. Because I'm saying to her...
Oh, you tried to get strong with him, and then he yelled at you.
No, I said, what do I need to... I go, can I get a new key?
Yeah.
You know, because I got let in last night.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get a new key, so I asked for the new key this morning and got screamed at. Where's the paper? You were given a paper. I go, I don't remember getting any paper whatsoever. Everybody got a paper. I'm being screamed at in broken English. And I'm like, forget the paper. Just tell me how I get a key.
Great.
That's all I want to know is... just how do I get the damn key to get into my apartment from now on? So it's from there, it's, you know, so I'm just getting, she won't tell me how to get the new key, just that I should have gotten this form that she put under my apartment door to sign up for brand new keys. And that hasn't. And so now I find out I have to go downtown just to be able to get inside my apartment. So it was too much, and I just had a breakdown on the street today.
What kind of breakdown?
Where I just started sobbing in the middle of the street. Just insanity.
I've seen homeless people do that before. So this key thing keeps...
I felt homeless, not being able to get into my own apartment at my will.
So... while we're all excited about this Buddy Guy, Patti Smith Day that we have planned, all you can think about is that you don't have a key.
And that for no reason I'm getting screamed at by this woman, and I'm thinking something has to, that I have to have a place in my life where I'm not fucking something up.
Wow. Did you say that to her?
No, to her I screamed, I hate living here.
You did?
Yes. It was the only thing that came to my mind, so I just screamed it in her bulking face. Just an absolute nightmare.
All right. I hate living here, he screamed. That's the kind of stuff that you yell at your mom when you were a kid.
As soon as I said it, I go, well, first of all, she got you yelling. You let her get you upset, and just what an inappropriate response it was.
I don't think there's anything wrong with yelling back at somebody who's yelling at you.
Hell no.
I think that's fucking fine. I think that's a response. Why didn't you just turn in the paper, though? Everybody else did.
I don't remember ever getting this paper.
You got to get a paper if they're going to change the locks.
I mean, they wouldn't just do it without telling everyone. I mean, it seems pretty...
Why don't they just give you a key? Why would they make you travel somewhere?
I don't why the super just doesn't have all the keys. I don't know. I can show her my ID that I live there.
I don't know, Fez. I don't have the best feeling about this. I think the weird thing is there's something that you don't know. That's what gets to me.
Yeah. I never...
There's something that you don't know. John in Queens, you're on Fez.
Ronnie, what they did to Fezzy qualifies as an illegal eviction.
It sounds like it.
I felt like I got evicted.
But maybe you did. You know what I mean? Like, maybe this whole thing is a fucking setup.
And of course, you know, it doesn't take much for me to feel like I'm just gone completely insane when I'm trying to get the key in the lock and I'm thinking, did I forget which apartment is mine? Am I trying to break into someone else's apartment?
That's really smart.
Am I on the wrong floor?
Yeah. That's good. Just starting right away. Just test your own sanity as if you've never lived there at all. What if there's somebody that looks just like you in that apartment? I remember that Bruce Willis Twilight Zone callback from the 60s. Or maybe it wasn't. I forget what they redid in the 60s. I mean, in the 80s from a 60s show.
The airplane one I know they did with
Yeah, but I don't know whether it was the Twilight Zone or not. It was one of the ones. It was either Hitchcock or Twilight Zone that they redid in the 80s with Bruce Willis. And he went to his apartment, and there was a guy who looked like him who was taking over his life.
Oh, that's fucking weird.
And then he got slowly, like Fez, more confused. Good, I'll just dump that right here.
I wouldn't doubt it at
By
this
the way,
point.
and I just want to point something out to you. You're being outdressed right now by Catholic Sam. Every day she dresses for success and yeah, here, come over and grab a mic. She dresses for success and she always has a dress on and she's dressed like she's ready to take over this place.
Okay, well, I used to dress very nicely, but then I realized that I'd have to be climbing under things and setting up
That's a good
various
point.
signs, and
Right.
I wanted to be as ladylike as possible.
That's
However,
true.
I would also like to be as tasteful as possible and not be on the floor
All right, interesting
dressed.
point.
You know what I
Yes.
mean? I like to get dressed nice. But
You know what, Chris, we shouldn't start our grading process yet.
I don't think
Let
so.
them both work it out.
Just scream you hate living here. It worked for me.
Would you, Fezzi, seriously, you're bringing it back to that. You're probably evicted from that place anyway. That's what it sounds like.
That's what it felt like.
No, that's what it honestly seems like it's happening.
And it was a woman who was treating you this way, screaming at you.
Yeah,
like
I have a female super.
that? See,
On this would be hashtag first world problems. The fact that,
well, he can't get in his
And-
house.
but here's the thing, he
There's-
did get in his house. He just has to go and get another key. But the fact that he cried in the street over it,
Because that's
is-
annoying.
huh?
That's annoying.
Yes, it's annoying, but I'm just pointing out that half the world has no clean water. Half the world doesn't know where their next meal's coming from. That's all I'm pointing at.
yeah.
I'm just going to hold this up. When I left home, the Buddy Guy story. Buddy Guy never even knew there was such a thing as meat until he was a full-grown adult. 18 of them were busting up a cornbread. Here's Pat in Boston.
Yeah, another great pheasorial. The big cat is back.
He was kind of a pheasorial. He took on the fat cats in Washington. You know, honestly, because I try not to make a big deal about this, but I've had this crazy cold, so I'm not sleeping well. All night, I had reoccurring nightmares about Fez.
The foot
Where-
thing?
Huh?
The foot thing?
The foot thing was part of it, but people also blaming Fez's problems, saying I am the main thing. And I'm going, I know I am. I've tried to get fucking help with him. No one will help. This is a nightmare. So I would sleep for 5 minutes, have a Fez nightmare, wake up.
That's no
sleep
way.
for 5 minutes, have a Fez nightmare, and wake up.
That's no way to sleep. Sounds like torture.
This is my life is torture.
Oh.
And that's why all I ask, like the Pope, can the girls please wear a dress? That's it. I mean, this is the house of the Lord. And so saith the Lord. He would say a thanks. Here's Richie, NYC, you're on Fez.
Hey, Ronnie B, how are you?
Well, Death's Door is the only way to pronounce it, but Fez has got the real problems, because at least my key works. Of course, I always hand the papers back in on time. That's my thing.
I didn't get a paper.
You did. Everybody got one. Everybody else is in their apartment, right?
Yes.
How could they? When no one else was waiting outside, everyone got the new key.
Yeah, because you know why?
What's
They
it?
don't blow things off.
Yeah.
Now, how many times do we know we've got something coming up and Fez acts like no one told him? I know what his super is going through right now.
This is fucking crazy.
Richie, what can we do for you?
Yeah, Ronnie, I've been in the same situation that Fez's been in. I got a crazy mad temper.
No.
I found that, like, in those situations, even though you want to strangle the motherfucker you're dealing with, the best way is to keep calm and...
Yeah, calm, Fez. You handled it the wrong way. You failed at that.
I would have kept calm, except she wouldn't tell me how to get a new key.
Just tell me
She
what-
kept yelling the paper at me, the paper.
Just give it to her.
and then yelled
Just sign
7
it.
days, 7 days, the paper.
That means you're going to be out in 7 days. What made you start crying?
I was just overwhelmed by the situation that for some reason I'm getting screamed at by this woman when, I pay the rent there.
That's
I
right.
don't live in her building. She's an employee.
Not anymore.
I would not really bet on that. But the other part of it is this. Did you get the new paper?
No, I didn't get a paper.
Because you're too busy crying and screaming back at her instead of just working this thing out.
You gotta be zen.
I'll play the part of you. You be the Balkan, as you called her.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
Where is the paper? You should have gotten paper. Where's paper?
Why don't you just give me a new paper?
The paper went under your door. Paper went. I go upstairs. I put paper under every single door.
Now, don't you feel like this is mocking another person's ethnic background?
Kind of bullying.
I really...
This is these are the broken sentences. I am quoting verbatim.
But she's still a person. And you said before, when Ashton Kutcher was doing impressions...
Oh, yeah, the Indian thing, yeah.
It sounds like you're after ethnic cleansing.
He was doing a stereotypical impression. I'm telling you exactly what a certain individual sounds like.
I don't believe that. Can we get the racism out of the room before Buddy Guy gets here? No. He really has the blues, by the way. Look, don't say anything to him because I think he feels bad. I've heard a couple of his songs, and he's not doing well.
Blues artist.
And all those blues artists has such trouble with women. I
guess they chase after the wrong ones.
I would just like to write a blues song going, man, I'm so lucky I found this girl. She really is nice.
Everything's working out.
He's got a brand new song, a buddy guy called When You Hand Over the Paper, You Get the Key. And it, not only is it a song, it's a life lesson.
True.
Yeah.
I've listened to that.
It is about the blues.
Can I ask you something, Fez?
Yes.
Did you take that paper and wipe your ass with it?
No, I never
Because it
got
seems
this
like-
paper.
Everyone else did, though.
Maybe it's a conspiracy to get Fez.
You know, I was actually so excited about today's show.
This is awesome.
And now I feel like a gay guy pissed on it.
Oh, gay piss. God knows what's in that urine.
Same as it's
Urine.
I don't know.
as in yours.
I think it might be cum urine and blood urine.
That's disgusting. That's disgusting.
Who knows?
Should I send one of the interns down to your apartment? I'm sure the paper is in either the cat box or
please.
sitting there.
Can
Can you imagine how rank that apartment smells, though? I bet you
I'll
wouldn't be able
find
to
that
make it through
paper.
there.
It stinks of cat shit. I bet, and piss.
Once I got in last night, I started searching for this so-called paper. that I
Searching very
can't.
blase, like, paper. Where is this paper?
It's nowhere.
Do you see
I didn't get a paper. She missed my apartment.
Did you miss your
I'll
apartment
find
when you were
that
standing
paper.
outside?
I missed it a lot.
I just don't know how a woman can make you cry by yelling at you.
That's fucking weird.
It was just being overwhelmed by the whole damn situation.
Are you ever just whelmed? Like, hey, things are happening, but I'm handling it. I'm whelmed right now. Tom, you're on the Run of Fez show.
Hey, man. Hey, no, I'm being completely serious here. Now, Pepper, why don't you do your internet thing and look up gluten intolerance symptoms, and they will line up a lot with Fezzi's issues.
Well, what does he have?
Fatigue,
Like they lose their papers?
anxiety. Huh?
They don't have papers? He doesn't have gluten intolerance. He just has intolerance. And I guarantee you this, because the way you handled this, you ain't getting the next paper from this lady either.
Oh,
she
I'm
is
sure.
gonna find. I bet every day that you're in here, she's fucking doing something in your apartment, whether it's taking people inside or just fucking.
It's now a fuck pad.
Yeah.
She's running a
She's
prostitution service in
pissing
there.
and whatever condiments you have. You can't fuck with those people, Fez.
It's over.
But she'll expect a bonus at Christmas time.
That's probably why she's mad at you. You forgot those papers too. Those little 20, 20, 20. She's supposed to be in
$20
it.
bill, y'all.
God. Brad, Louisiana, you're on Manifest.
What's going on, fellas?
Yeah, what's up?
Man, somebody's probably been watching Fizz, and they're after him. They got that paper. They saw the corner sticking out. They're coming after him now. You better watch out.
It really could be a lot deeper than you think, Fizz. In just minutes, we're waiting for Buddy Guy. When I left home. Is this the papers you were looking for?
Those aren't the right papers.
These are not the papers! But we are waiting for him in just a couple moments. Now, you told me on my way here that Fez was totally freaked out. You were right. But you know what is good for him? Once he blew that out, did you notice at the end of it?
Yeah.
He was like a person expressing, because while we're all dancing around to the Patti Smith song, I just saw him imploding. Like his little...
Today, he had to go get something for Buddy Guy to sign, and he's like, I was like, I'll send an intern. He's like, no, I gotta go. Really,
I'm the only one who knows how to do things.
I was like, I think he just had to get out of the office and just walk around. But yeah, the rage inside of him is...
I wonder if we should do a first responders today.